Today I want to unbox this new steam cleaner that I bought. It's a Wagner 915E power steamer. I've been wanting to get a larger steam cleaner for quite some time. I've had smaller ones in the past, and they work good, but it's the tools on them are small and whatever. So I wanted to give this a try and see how good it was going to work. So let's unbox this thing and see what it is. So this is the machine itself. This is what's inside of the box. So as you can see, we've got this big attachment, which is for larger cleaning, to do like floors, walls, and stuff. Maybe not sure what a lot of this other stuff is, but hey, we'll take a look and see. But it'll be good for cleaning in the kitchen, cleaning in the bathroom, cleaning cars, etc. So here we have the main unit itself. Looks like it has a nice long tube to it, so you're going to be able to reach up in the ceiling or reach quite a ways. It has the two extension wands here. And yeah, quite a few little attachments. So for small scrubbing and cleaning, it's like it's a brass brush, nylon brush, a couple of nylon brushes, a little bigger brass brush here. So quite a few little tools it has with it. Some more nylon brushes. Looks like a little thing for really getting in, probably for really shooting steam in pretty good. Some grommets. And, not sure what this attachment is for, but we'll find that out. Maybe for doing, I don't know, maybe something clips on here, but. And of course, this is the large piece for walls and floors, possibly. Okay, this one is probably for floors. For doing floors, looks like. Well, we'll figure it out. And you've got a pad that'll go on. Oh, it looks like probably the pad goes on here because it has the little clips. And container to put the water in, and well, a little funnel. So not sure where the little funnel goes. Maybe to put the water. Maybe you put the water in here, and that's where you put the funnel. So yeah, that's what this looks like. You'll put this pad on the bottom of the brushes and just put it on here like this. But we'll read the instructions and make sure that's really what that's for. So there's a registration for the steam cleaner. So you want to make sure you go ahead and get that registered, because I'm sure it has something to do with a warranty, free 6-month extended warranty. So that's a nice thing to have. All right. So, I'm a guy, so we don't normally read the instructions, but we're going to look through these and make sure we kind of know what we're doing, at least. Okay, so quick start reference guide. So this is where you put the water. You unscrew this, put your funnel in here, and then For sure, you use this to dump the water in. One thing it does say in here, and I know from other experiences, you only want to use distilled water for these, not regular tap water. Otherwise, it'll shorten the life of your steam cleaner. You want to fill it up. It says here the fill tank holds 40 ounces. So 40 ounces. It's going to be, this is 16 ounces in one of these. So 2 of these. We'll fill that up. And then you can put on your attachments the way you want, and you turn it on with this little knob here, and then it's got a red and orange light. It says to allow about 9 minutes for the temperature to build up steam, and then once the orange steam pressure light turns on, the machine is ready for use. So if it's red, I'm thinking you're going to want to stop because it doesn't have enough water or it's not hot enough. Doesn't exactly say. Doesn't really say much about the red one other than the red power. Oh, it's the red one is the power light. Sorry. The red light is the power light, so you know when it's on. The orange light is the steam light, and when the pressure is built up, that's when it's ready to use. So let me go get some distilled water, and we'll fill it up. So like I say, each one of these cups is 16 ounces, so it's set up to 40 ounces. So we'll put 2 of these cups in the steam cleaner. All right, there we go. As I mentioned, only use distilled water. So make sure you only use distilled water. You can use other water, but it could impact the life of your steamer. And if you want to keep them in good condition, I would just go ahead and use the distilled water. I have a closed steamer, then I always use the distilled water in that also. All right, tighten that down. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and let it go for the 9 minutes to let it warm up. But and I'll be back in just a little bit. A couple of nice features of the machine is it has this nice little storage compartment, so you can store some of your basic tools in there. And it also has the handle here, so you can carry it around a lot easier. So while we're waiting, I just wanted to show you, we've got this plugged in now, and the red power light is on, and also the orange light is on. I reread the instructions, and it tells you when the orange light goes out, that's when your steam is ready. I do hear it bubbling a little bit, so it sounds like we're coming up. One thing I did want to mention is I did go and looked at the ends here. They had some styrofoam down in there, so you want to make sure you just take that styrofoam out before you get started. Okay, as you can see, the orange light is now off, so we are ready to go ahead and start steam cleaning. So let's find our attachments that we're going to use and see how this works. Okay, so we're going to get ready to use the steam cleaner. Just wanted to show you a couple of things. On here we have this little red button. This is our safety nozzle button, or our safety button. What this does is you can either just use this by squeezing the trigger, and it just lets out a little bit of steam at a time, or you can unlock this and it will steam continuously. So let's go ahead and put our nozzles on here. So we have a straight adapter, or we have a angled adapter that we could use depending on what we're going to clean. So I think what we're going to use today is the straight adapter. At least we're going to try and get started. Very easy to put on. You have the little oval here, matches the little button on the nozzle, so you just put that on right over top of that. And then you just choose which kind of brush we're going to use. I think I am going to go ahead and just try the nylon, one of the larger nylon nozzles, and see what happens. All right, let's come on over to the stove. And I've kind of purposely let the stove build up a little bit with dirt and grime because I wanted to have it ready for this video. So I don't know if you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff on top of here with, you know, just cooking and grease and dust that settles on and everything. So let's give this a try. Like I say, we're just gonna push. We're not gonna have it continuous steam. We're just gonna hold on to the trigger and see what happens. Wow, look at that. That's not quite steam, I wouldn't say. Oh, okay. So it must be there was a little water buildup inside of the hose. Well, I can tell you just by the feel of it, it really cuts through all that grime. You can just feel how much easier it slides when the steam is on versus when it's not. All right, let me get a paper towel. Should have done that before. Yeah, so how much easier that is and cleaner that is. I'll show you, see if you can tell. I mean, here's the clean part versus the dirty part over here. It's a lot different. And boy, did that clean easy. I know, like, you know, just take some spray cleaner and try to clean that takes some more elbow grease than I've certainly had to use here. And you can see there's a bunch of grime on the bottom of this brush, so that has to get cleaned off. So yeah, I have to do some reading on how to figure out how to get that off of there, but let's finish this up. That is so much easier. I gotta tell you, it's so much easier. And just look at how clean that comes out. That is just fantastic. Like I say, I've had smaller steam cleaners before and I knew they worked well, but you know, you always ran out of water really quickly with them. And but this one, you know, it's got the bigger tank, so it's definitely going to last a lot longer. So let's go down here and look at the back of the stove and see what we can do here. Okay, one more thing I do want to try. I put on this little jet nozzle, at least I think that's what it is a jet nozzle. I do want to try to clean up around the sink over here and see how that goes. Let's see if I can get the stand here pretty good. I mean, you can see, I'm sure, you know, there's a lot of grime and a lot of stuff that gets built up around your sink. So let's see how this works at getting that cleaned up off of there. Now look at that. That just really nicely cleans all that stuff up. You know, all the buildup that comes up from. This really does work well. I knew it was going to work pretty good. I didn't know, you know, how well it would work, but it does work really well. Just getting down in there and getting that deep dirt that you can't ever seem to get just by scrubbing. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. This is going to take a couple of more applications to get that all cleaned up. So I'm going to continue and do some more cleaning around, get the stove done, get more around the sink done. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are interested, I'll leave a link down in the description. I am an Amazon associate, so if you do buy one, I would get a small commission off of that. Until next time, have a good rest of your day.